You know, a lot of noise got made when Critical Role did their crowdfunding raising to try to get their own animated thing going.
Yeah.
And they raised millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
And God bless them.
And they broke a bunch of records for that genre of fundraising and stuff like that, all that kind of stuff. And then along comes The Legend of Vox Machina, which is now on Amazon. It debuted. Now, they put out a trailer for it a while ago, a couple of trailers. I didn't like them. I like the Critical Role people, but I watched trailers like, nah. This, frankly, looks kind of cheap. Doesn't look very funny. And whatever. So this weekend, in between football games and after football games, Ann and I decided to sit down and watch, because they put the first three out. So this past week, the first three episodes of Vox Machina came out. We sat down and watched it, and I'll tell you what, it works.
Yeah, it does.
This is a funny, not only is it a funny show, but it, as a Dungeons and Dragons player and a role player myself, within their storyline are a lot of very classic, role-playing game campaign story hooks and stuff like that. The stuff with the dragon, the various characters and all that kind of stuff. And, I was thinking they're going to make it rated R. They're going to throw in a lot of really vulgar jokes just for the sake of being vulgar. But I'm telling you what, every time they did, I thought they knocked it out of the park. I thought it was funny.
Yep.
Now, is this on the same level as Arcane? No. This is not on the same level as Arcane. Is this on the same quality level as, maybe some of those other things? No, probably not. But considering I wasn't expecting anything out of this, and for me, the 3 episodes flew by. And by the time that the little kind of a cliffhanger at the end of the 3rd episode, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for more. Sign me up. And this is another example of a real pleasant surprise for me of a movie or a show that I didn't think looked very good and got to be really pleasantly surprised by it. I think this is where, now you started checking this one out yourself, right, Rob? What do you think?
I liked it too. I heard that it was vulgar and violent and funny. And what I also love about this show, and it was, and I liked it. What I really like is that you have creators. People think that just because creators have a certain amount of success or fame behind them, it's sometimes impossible to get your projects funded. And when you turn to crowdfunding, to me, what the Critical Role people did was exactly what crowdfunding is all about. They're going directly to their viewers, directly to their fans. They're paying for a project, they execute on the project, and it gets made. And when you hear that kind of thing happening, I love that it is as successful as it is, because I think that's a great way to do business. And I think, there's so many gatekeepers out there when you're trying to get projects made that will tell you no, that it's nice to see them execute on what they wanted to do and have it be good.
Yeah, and again, for me, it's just that little thing. There's very few things I like more as a fan than to be pleasantly surprised by something.
Yep, absolutely.
And this came out of nowhere, kind of out of left field for me. I wasn't expecting much out of it. And it really hits it. Again, I'm not a big fan of the animation style. I don't think the animation looks top shelf. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is fine.
But you get what you pay for. I mean, animation's expensive and time consuming.
You get what you pay for. And on top of that, look, ultimately it's about the story and the characters and the dialogue and all that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's better animation than I could ever do in my life. But I mean, it's just not top shelf, but that's okay. This is a show that works. So guys, listen, if you haven't checked out, you don't have to be a Dungeons and Dragons player. You don't have to be a role player. If you haven't had a chance to check out, it's on Amazon, by the way. If you haven't had a chance to check out this Legend of Vox Machina, I do recommend giving it a shot. And it's like they're fairly short episodes, like they're not 50 minutes long or anything like that. So go check out a couple of episodes. It's not going to take a lot of your time. And if it works for you, awesome. If it doesn't, no big deal. But I would say check it out if you get a chance. And for me, it's a thumbs up. I mean, again, not on the same level as Arcane or anything like that, but this is a fun little show that I actually quite enjoy, and I can't wait for the next episode. Anyway, guys, what about you? Have you had a chance to see The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon? If so, what did you think? Did you like it like me? Maybe it didn't work for you. Maybe you thought it was the greatest thing ever. Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.